And then Kunkka also great at area control, right? Extra damage resistance, very good versus that burst damage. So they're going to have to find more ways to work past these heroes. And I think this Tusk just definitely got upgraded into a core with the Dark Willow pick. So they will
Yeah.
have more jump available to them. But yeah, these defensive picks are making a lot of sense to me here.
True. Lina is so buffed, like run buff, sidekick,
Oh yeah.
movement speed. Like you have a billion attack speed on yourself. You have a billion movement speed on yourself. And then you just add some damage, lifesteal, and damage reduction on top of that. Is there something that this Lina is missing? I don't really see it. Like it's just insane. She's gonna get the bonus armor from the Treant Protector. It is massive, right? If you can blow her up, fine. But if you don't, if you're just focusing on everyone else, I mean, the Lina will rip you apart in this game.
Yep. And at this point, focusing on the Lina, like it's going to take quite a long time to bring her down as well. So you are going to lose heroes in the process, no matter what. Like even if XERXIA manages to pull out a good mid game here, it's going to be messy. It's going to be bloody. People will die. There will be screaming.
Yeah, for sure. I like it when teams use third-party tournaments, like the BTS Pro Series, even though it's the most important tournament being played currently. But obviously, yeah. But I like that they let through the meta heroes. You let through the Brood. Let's see if we can deal with it in a competitive game. You let through Alina. Let's see if we can deal with this one. You know, it's because the group stage here in the BTS Pro Series, it is long. So losing one game, it's not that big of a deal. And then you can get away with it. So I like what XERXIA is doing overall.
And they're prepping here for what looks to be a melee carry. Surprised to see like the Puck and the Mars ban. I'm guessing that they're looking for I mean, the Tusk doesn't necessarily have to be offlane or mid yet.
Okay. Okay. You need the second core.
Yeah, Brewmaster versus a solo core lineup with Alina. I love this Polaris draft. This is incredible.
It's really looking amazing, right? The only thing you could say they are kind of missing is the early push, but it doesn't matter. You're going to equalize it by having the Treant Protector and defending your own towers. So I'm liking this. You can fight, you can gank, you can defend towers. You have a lot of farming potential. Your team fight is incredible. It's just amazing. And XERXIA now, they need another core. I think they definitely need another core. If you would put a Tusk into the mid lane, you need something in the off lane that is going to be able to deal the damage. It's just out of the question that you don't have another one.
Yeah, and I just defaulted to TA mid for some reason. Like, no, these are just defensive bans for the TA, obviously. But now your problem is that, yeah, you have a lot of single target burst. Who do you want to spend it on? Actually, now you want to spend it on the Brewmaster, because once he gets his ult off, your team fight, you have no team fight compared to Polaris. You had no team fight already. And now with the Brewmaster, this is team fight in a bottle, or team fight in a keg, as this case may be. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
You can't play like this.
Yeah, really. I'm looking at XERXIA's lineup, and they just don't have the burst, right? They have physical burst, but against Kunkka and the living armor, it's not gonna happen. You don't have the lockdown necessary. So I'd go for poke. I would love it if they could pick an Ember, but obviously it has been banned. I would like for them to go like poke, never engage into the fight until the TA sees an opening, bam, you get the kill, right? That's how I want this lineup to work, because any other way is gonna be very difficult. Of course, if you start snowballing, you are gonna be killing people. That's not the problem. But are you gonna be snowballing? That's a completely different question. Dark Willow isn't known as like the biggest lane winner. Neither is the Rubik. They kind of keep things even.
No, I mean, and what poker also nukes is my problem here. Like,
Puck is banned. Ember is banned.
Yeah, exactly. The Ember would have fit the bill the best, I think. Like, and then you go towards something like Pango?
Solid.
Snap?
Keeper is solid, actually. I'm not hating on the Keeper of the Light for sure.
No.
I still think that Polaris have enough catch to catch him. Not as much as we saw in that game. You remember that one when we saw Keeper of the Light just playing against the Arena Chrono and everything. It's not that much, but X is always on this hero, and it's probably one of the best spells to catch him with. Still, I like it. I think this was a very smart pick from XERXIA. Do I think they're gonna win? No, I'm still staying with Polaris. For me, they are the favorites, but I think this Keeper of Light has a lot behind it. He goes into a Spirit Vessel. He gets the burst damage done. He pokes. He will do relatively okay in the mid lane against the Kunkka. Even if he doesn't, he's still going to be farming the jungle. I think it's smart, and it kind of hits the timing of the TA. Still, your TA is going to be up in the air, and you're not going to be killing people. That's how I feel overall about the XERXIA draft.
For sure, and once she gets a BKB, then your Tusk is going to be up in the air and not killing any people. But the Coddle is probably the best possible pick. I really enjoy it. This is probably the fastest mid hero there is, and it needs to be fast. It needs to work out because you can't be taking, for example, Coddle loves taking stacks, right? You can't be taking those stacks away from your TA. You're going to have to be able to play on the lanes. You're going to have to leverage that Coddle and leverage the aggressive potential that you have out of your supports here into taking towers, which their lineup is not really geared up for afterwards. But you're going to have to make it happen because otherwise you just run out of space.
No, I don't want to underestimate XERXIA though. Last game, I also said they have to snowball. They have to be getting kills. They did manage to do it. JG was the one leading the charge. If they can continue that kind of a approach, if they can go around the map killing people, that's fine. They definitely have the means to do so. Like, these 4 heroes without the TA are amazing at getting the kills and getting out fast and just resetting. They have no cooldowns. The thing is, if Polaris, even by a small bit slow up the game, it's gonna be a problem. Oh, look at Polaris coming from the side. JG is a little bit too fast to be caught. But Tusk seems like he's in a good position as well. Bombi, on the other hand, is in a dangerous one.
Yeah, he has to turn tail and flee towards the enemy side right now. Yeah. I mean, at least he gets the time to decide that now.
Well, maybe run into the enemies, use the Shadow Realm. Okay, he has decided to run away. Tactical pause gives him his life and doesn't even need to skill up the Shadow Realm.
Are you okay?
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. That would have been really, really good for the lane if Bobby needed to skill up the Shadow Realm, or if he felt the need. I think I'd rather die, personally.
Okay, Kips. I wasn't thinking of being so depressive here, but sure, yeah, that might be the case. Like, don't skill it, Bombi.
Listen, my therapist gets really good money.
Okay, that's fine. I kind of use Dota for therapy, so I buy Dota Plus and the Battle Pass. So, you know, you could say that they get good money as well. But anyways, though, let's get into this one. XERXIA versus Polaris, game number 2. Game 1, XERXIA did win. Let's see if they can win the entire series. Polaris, I think this is their first loss of the group stage, so you know they have been cracked a bit, but overall Polaris has been looking good. Let's see if they can recover after a loss as well.
And they are aiming to be learning here again, seeing if they can beat that Lina or if she truly still is too powerful to let through. And that's exactly what you said. Like, can we beat it? This is the place to experiment. This is the place to try it out. And I want to see it too, because I want to learn from these guys.
Oh, let's see. XERXIA, can you do it? You did deal with the Brood quite nicely, I might add. The movement, not only the LC, but the movement's everything. But you spoke about the Lina. This Lina lane, it still looks very dangerous, right? You know, Trient and the Lina. It's a problem. It might not be as kill heavy as Marcelina CML. He stands his ground inside of the shards. The Lina there threatening to melt them with Light Strike Array. Rupido, he doesn't go into the stun while the shards were up, but he goes into the stun when they expire. And Akashi is really ramping up the pressure here. The right clicks from the Lina, they might not hurt much now, but there's quite a ton of them.
Yeah, much like with the techies, isn't Lina the hero with the next longest range in the game?
Yes, 670 is the Lina, 700 is the techies. That is true. Obviously, we don't count the spells or the spell that the that the sniper gets. But yeah, ultimately, in the end, he is the best one. Bombi is gonna be stand up right now. He would like to have the Shadow Realm now, but he has Rupee, though, who is such a nice guy, a gentleman. Gets the Dark Willow to the side, though, is gonna be needing to take a beating because of that one.
Yeah, this nice gentleman is, yeah, it's very good that he got some tangos delivered, because he was already out of regen. And with the way that this Lina Treant lane is currently working, they're going to have to start killing on level 3 here for XERXIA, otherwise this lane is not going to work out. So there's a very fraught moment coming up as soon as this Tusk hits 3. They have to kill the Lina in order to be able to stay in the lane.
Jing on the top lane dies in style, though. Was jumping in. Jing God. Karma stands his ground. Does have 9 stick charges. Bok, he gets info from his teammate. He run away. This guy is baiting you in, and Bok will get himself out. That could have been a kill. I thought the TA was gonna chase, especially having the boots. One more hit would have done it, especially with all of the minus armor, but they decide to let him live.
Karma is a merciful god this time.
That is true, though. They might not be so merciful towards Karma. Destroy him. Kill him. And TA can get level 3. If one creep would die, the refractions could have helped, but the creeps are not going to be dying, so it is going to be Polaris getting a kill. Yep, you don't assert your dominance when you could. You didn't go for a kill. You are going to be paying the price, and there are going to be a lot of price payers on the top lane. 2 of them die. It is going to be Rupee, though, going down first, so I'm going to say that Polaris are going to be happier with the trade.
Yep, absolutely. And the kill on level 3 did happen, but it was not on Akashi, who was blissfully farming under tower.
That is true. Mid lane, we didn't talk about it much. The matchup between the Kunkka and the Keeper. JG is losing. I mean, is this expected? Can the Kunkka really lose a matchup in the mid lane?
Hard? Viper, I guess? You can lose Huskar.
That's about it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're talking to somebody who got a Huskar yesterday. Very salty.
Oh, okay. I definitely do understand the pain. Though when I used to play Dota, not me, but I played the Oracle, and I had a Huskar player in my team, so we were the nasty ones. So I kind of have.
X-mid?
Oh, let's see.
Oh no.
It's fine.
There's a support TP coming in from the Marcy as well, but she cancelled it.
Okay, Jing didn't want to get to that one. Bok and Jing on the bottom lane. They are chasing down Jaja, who doesn't have the lift. He can reduce their damage, but yeah, okay, we're gonna punch you a little bit less. So we're still gonna punch you, though, and in the end, it's gonna be enough to get the kill. Marcy will be the one that finishes it off.
And yeah, this Kotl, so the Kunkka is normally used as a counterpick for this Kotl because of the X marks. He doesn't actually get that much benefit out of his move speed if you can just call him right on back. And of course, Kunkka naturally pushes the wave, has to use absolutely no resource in order to shove the wave back into JG's face.
Dark Willow makes her presence known in the mid lane. Is gonna be taking a ton of damage because then in the end, it seems like she's gonna be drowned. Nope, not gonna be drowned. Does know how to swim, but then again, once you come out of the torrent, there is gonna be a Kunkka waiting for you. So one more hit is gonna be sealing the deal. First, both successful, not in killing the Coddle, but at least killing the support.
But the Marcy did back off us, which leaves Mac alone.
Oh, living armor. There is gonna be another Illuminate. Oh, misses Mac with a beautiful footwork. He didn't even need to use the phase boots active. It wasn't necessary. Rubik, though, finishes him off. Oh, you want to use the torrent. This is the Rubik, the best kill secure in the game. And that is definitely gonna be a kill that you wouldn't have gotten without that Rubik. So XERXIA are gonna be quite happy with it.
Yep, but him TPing out there does mean then Jing takes the double damage rune. I mean, that's really nice for him. Like, he could rotate on anybody with that. That would be super nice, but the first power rune doesn't do much for Polaris.
Do you sometimes... Okay, we're gonna have to hold that thought because XERXIA rotating towards the top lane. They want the Lina, and the Keeper of the Light is coming over to illuminate Akashi. Here it comes, and goodbye. CML is gonna be blinded, so he can't see, he can't hear, and now he's just gonna be faced with death. JG does finish him off. That's gonna be a beautiful rotation coming out from XERXIA. JG continuing his dominion over the map from the previous game.
Yep, and he is making really good headway towards those boots of travel, and once that happens, he's just going to be everywhere, shoving the wave out, making sure that Polaris doesn't actually get a lot of free vision on the map, which means that Lina is going to feel very crowded, and on the bot lane.
Yeah, this
Not
is
6 yet on Bok.
Karma turns around to fight. There is going to be a torrent that finishes him off, but they lose 2 heroes because of it. Kunkka does have a boat. He's going to be crowned here from an admiral to a king. That's a pretty big promotion, though. He is going to have some help from CML. Jaja, at least seems like he's going to be getting himself out without the X. Kunkka didn't want to have anything to do with that fight.
And I think that's going to make us see both of the carries go into the jungle now. These lanes are starting to get dangerous with the level 6s online, especially with Bok being 1 creep off. TA is not going to show herself in that lane again, and it's now just up to Bombi to get as much out of this lane as possible.
Let's see if he can do it. He is a hard kill though, so not the easiest one to bring down. You might need the boat there, and rotating the Kunkka that early overall, again, for a support, it's not the best. Using the primal split for that kill,
JG.
not the best. Oof.
Who cares that there's a tower up? Who cares that you have absolutely no vision there?
Seems like no one. No one cares. JG, he has the boots of travel, so Keeper of Light now extremely fast to move around the map. He is going for a Spirit Vessel against the Treant, against the Kunkka, as well as the Brewmaster. This seems like a really nice item this game.
Yep, it's a ton of damage as well as the regen reduction being super powerful. And he has such a good front line as well. It's not like he needs to rush a Force Staff in his game in order to live. You've got a Tusk, you got a Rubik, you got the Dark Willow as well. Between the Crown and the Bramble Maze, you have so much delay on any kind of jump from the side of Polaris.
Bombi, he might have had the Shadow Realm into a TP there, but he wasn't expecting a Kunkka to be in the vicinity. He does have this ward, but it seems like the Kunkka never got close to that one, and it is going to be a nice, easy kill for Polaris, who are now pressuring the bottom tower in XERXIA. Unlike their counterparts, they don't have a way to heal the tower.
Yeah, and this Kunkka is already TPing to top.
He's gonna be using the boat. Jaja doesn't have level 6, but he does have the save from the snowball, keeping his teammates safe. Tusk, their beautiful usage there of his ulti too. And now, if they can just slow down the Kunkka, yeah, the cavalry is coming in, and it's gonna be turning around everything. Jink dropping low, is still not dead. The Illuminate though is gonna be going, and he does dodge that one, but the Rubik, you cannot dodge a Fade Bolt. Now they're gonna be coming in with the Primal Split. There's 3 of him, and they're all hungry for blood. Rupi though, the whole gang is on top of him, but there is going to be a terrorize. Everyone is afraid. They should be afraid because death is coming upon them. Bok is going to be turning into only one hero right now. Where are your friends? They have all left you. Your ulti has expired. You are dead. 3 heroes dead on Polaris. XERXIA crushing the top lane in the tower. The protector, the one that needs to kill it, keep it alive, he denies it. And the stolen split, Rubik, is not going to be doing much with it.
Wow, this snowball dodges in that fight? I mean, this is a good Tusk game, right? It's very clearly telegraphed when you're going to have to jump into that snowball, but still, the amount of value that they get out of it, especially Rupido rolling all the way out to that 1 creep that has been dragged over to the side. Karma was in that fight at the start, and at some point he just leaves. He's like, yeah, I think you got this. I don't have anything to contribute here.
Yeah. Karma continuing to farm. Same is true for the Lina. Talk to me about these two. Like, who actually farms faster? TA has been, you know, always thought of as this fastest farmer, but do you have kind of the stats for us here, Kips? Tell us who's gonna be clearing out the jungle.
Do I have the stats?
Yeah.
I do not actually have the stats, but TA is normally the better stack clearer.
Okay. I'll see if
Lina though, better camp clearer, and she is going to buy a 4-staff here. I greatly respect this from Akashi. Bonus skill.
Yeah,
Let's bump it
literally
up.
a bonus. Just give it up there. They do use the boat, so it's not easy to fight. Bok doesn't have the split. He probably won't have his life fairly soon. He does have solid amounts of armor, so now the melt won't be hurting him that much. And Bok is actually alive pretty fast. Doesn't even have the drunken brawler, so he wasn't dodging hits there. He was just straight up taking them like a man, and he does have the HP to survive.
And the reason why I said faster stack taker just now is because XERXIA didn't actually have any stacks, and moreover, if they would have had them, they would have been taken by the Keeper of the Light. So the the TA is currently sacrificing her farm in order to get the Coddle all the way to the vessel.
And JG is working. He is gonna have it fairly soon, though. It's less than a 500 gold needed. They're pinging out the Marcy in the mid lane, though I'm not certain that they really want the kill. It would be ideal if they could find Lina, who is already on the other side of the map, and they don't have much vision over that one, so they're gonna be content with going for Jing. There's gonna be a lot of TPs here. The Power Rangers are coming, and the stolen split, though. Now we're gonna have 6 pandas. Let's see who can hold his liquor better. They do bring down Jing, though. Rupido gonna be healed up there, lifted up into the air. Karma not gonna be doing much, but Jaja, he might lose all 3 of his pandas. Is gonna be going down, and Rupido, okay, another snowball save, this time only for himself. The boat will connect this time. Rupido, he can't get out of that one, but he might actually still live, and the Terrorize again is gonna be beautiful, dodging that one with the illusion, though. Kunkka, very nicely done. Usually mid lane players aren't that good with Manta dodges, but illusion dodges, they're gonna be amazing with those. Torrent is gonna be connecting on Rupido. No, nothing is gonna be connecting on Rupido because he's a genius going into the snowball, but they wait for him this time. The Torrent into the backlines. He has nowhere to run. The shards won't save him, and now turning around there, LSA gonna be keeping everyone in place. Baki super low. What is happening in this fight? People are dying, but they're not dying fast enough. It's gonna be a 2-for-2. Jaja, did he buy back into this fight? No, he just came back to the world of the living. Okay.
And I think this ends with XERXIA finally getting to push middle tower, but Polaris made it so hard to engage onto that Lina. She could just stay on the backlines forever, hitting into everybody. A lot of kills going her way, and now she just backs off and farms again. And they can't even commit for this tower here because the heroes over on Polaris are already respawning.
I felt like that was an overdive from the Rubik with the split. I think if he stayed a little bit defensively, it would have been much better.
I mean, there is something to be said for just a little bit more defensively, right? Because on the other hand, keeping the Lina occupied for the start of that fight was fine. Like, you know where she is. You just can't lose all, like, 2 of your pandas immediately.
And the illusion dodge onto the Terrorize for me was a big deal. Now Bramble Maze used on the bottom lane. Baki goes forward. He doesn't care to run. The Blinding Light will push him back, though in the end the tower will fall. Nothing that XERXIA can do about that one now. But it did survive for a very long time, so they're not going to be too mad about it.
Absolutely not. Man, this 4-staff on Akashi, I really like this player, man. Like, this is a phenomenal 4-staff game.
He's godly, actually. Every single time I'm looking at Takashi, he's doing a great job. Jink, the god of the team, though, this time around is gonna be caught without much chances to live. It is gonna be Bombi that secures the kill. So, mid lane tower. I guess this is the one that XERXIA wants to open up the Roche pit. Can they get it? And how fast can they get it? Those are all valid questions. Jaja? Over aggression, we talked about it previously. This is definitely overly aggressive. This time around, you're not 3 pandas. You're just one little small scrawny Rubik, and it's an easy grab for Akashi.
Yep. The ult being spent from the Brewmaster, though, might be quite a decent big deal. You can see TA coming to the mid lane immediately, Rubido bursting down the wave. With the Dessa over on Karma, they might look to make a go for that mid tower now that the team fight in a bottle has been spent.
Yeah, and also Lord Gaben does give him the regen, so he was lacking in the mana department. Not any longer. Though XERXIA, it seems like they're hunting for kills. They want the Bok dead. Okay, they are gonna be going for him, and okay, the damage is just stupid good. Look at that, the Bedlam with the solar bind. It's overwhelming.
And there's going to be several Yule Scepters coming out with the farm that Bombi is getting here, as well as, of course, JG is just farm like he usually does. This Overgrowth from the Treant Protector, one of the big control spells that they have, as well as the X-Mark. Man, this is an awesome Yule's game for XERXIA. Great 4-stat game for Polaris, awesome Yule's game for XERXIA.
Also, Lotus. We might see Lotuses, though. XERXIA, who's... I guess the Coddle might get it at some point, though he wants a BKB and an Ether Lens. I'd rather see a BKB and a Lotus Orb, actually, but we'll see. We'll see what he decides to do. Guardian Greaves on the Tusk. Talking about purging, that helps as well for sure. XERXIA so far still good.
As the extra armor. Yeah, once again impressing us with the execution on a draft that seems harder to execute.
This is definitely not easy to play, and they're just approaching it slowly. But this time around, there is this Lina. You're not playing with a CK who doesn't farm. You're playing with a Lina who's just getting all of the lightning, all of the fire in the jungle there. Did you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I mean, I've absorbed a lot of it through cultural osmosis.
Okay. Basically, when you're very good at firebending, you get out lightning. That's why Lina is so good with the Maelstrom and the Laguna Blade. Rupido is going to be getting the Arcane Rune. He is going to be completely fine there against the X. No torrents used, no boats. Polaris, they can get on top of him. And Tusk with an Arcane Rune. It is a problem. Also, we haven't talked much about the Chakra Magic. Not only because of the Illuminate, but imagine you refreshing Tusk spells in a fight. Or the Dark Willow spells. Those are quite big.
That is pretty huge, but we're going to have to see if they actually get to refresh anything on the Tusk here. He looks to be out.
No, Rupido is fine. It wasn't even close. Akashi, though, comes over to the mid lane. Does have the Hurricane Pike. He can go for the BKB, but he just wants to keep his distance. And that seems like the best course of action currently. TA is close to the mid lane, but look at Bombi on the bottom lane. Just doesn't care. Farming his Aghanim Shard. Just wants the extra brambles on the ground. In the end, the mid lane tower will fall for Polaris, making it harder for XERXIA to actually secure their Trojan. They're coming over. They want it.
Just walking up.
They're coming in. Jaja has been found.
Oh, every time.
To be fair, he wasn't too deep now. Roche, big deal, for sure. Let's see, they're gonna get the Unleash. Marcy unleashes her power to go for the Roche. Rupido will immediately scout it, and they're coming over, but very good vision for Polaris here. They're seeing the TA coming over here as well. They're in the triangle. Akashi immediately going forward. Doesn't want to go too deep. The TA does have a Blink Dagger, so good initiation tool for sure. They're waiting for their Rubik. And now Bombi and Rupido, they're gonna get a bit drunk immediately, though. Tusk, no hangover for him. Is gonna be using his... Guardian Greaves. Bombi. Nice snowball save. Oh, this guy just keeping everyone alive. Mag got low. Karma is doing a ton of damage, and the split will expire. They do bring down the tree, who doesn't have a buyback. Buybacks might be big for this fight. Bok, you're not going anywhere. He's gonna get tipped. Nice ulti usage there, my friend. It's gonna do absolutely nothing, and now they're gonna spring the trap onto Mac, who, if he starts running towards the top, there's another trap waiting for you. No, he gets lifted up into the air. They want to kill him right here, right now. You won't even get to the trap. Stun onto the Dark Willow. They're looking towards the Lina. They want her dead. Doesn't have a Force Staff any longer. Will be pushed out to that one. Oh, actually, the Dispose would have pulled him out anyways there. JG with the Blinding Light wanted to get him out, but still, he's gonna be trapped. He does have the sidekick there, but he cannot attack, and now he's gonna be getting an uppercut punch. Lina doesn't have the chin to survive through that one. XERXIA are just playing like gods in this game, in this series, and they win a clean fight against Polaris. Beautifully done.
Yeah, and this is all just patience. They know that they can spam that pit with the Coddle Blasts, so it's on Polaris to do something. And they take a very awkward engagement there, basically forcing themselves too hard to use that split to leverage the Kunkka in some way. It means their BKB goes down, it means the split gets used for nothing. XERXIA, as soon as those two are out, just walk them down, and the Roche is their reward.
And it's just so beautiful how they're keeping their distance so they can't get caught. They're just poking like from very far away. And mind you, Polaris had perfect vision. Like, the setup from Polaris was top notch, like textbook great Dota. And you still lose that fight because XERXIA are communicating and they're executing beautifully, clean, perfect, crisp.
It's hard to keep your cool when a objective is getting taken like that, man. They're like they're hitting rush, they're hitting rush. We gotta do something. So actually, no, we don't. And you need your Kotl player to say, okay, chill, guys. I got this. They're gonna come for us. They can't finish this rush. They're gonna be too low otherwise.
So Jing is working towards the BKB. The Marcy will have it fairly soon, but doesn't have it now. Solar Bind. Get a little bit of a tan though. Too much might kill you. And there is gonna be another one for JG, who is 6-0-10. Last game crushing it with a tiny. Now crushing it with a last pick Coddle. And the mid lane tower will fall. Considering they've already taken the Aegis, that is not what gets taken down, but it is still preparation for the future. An immediate smoke from XERXIA. They want more.
And they can get more here. Coming from the back.
Yep. They want
Oh,
Bok.
man.
They want him. He can pop the sticks. Okay, he actually uses the Cinder Brew. Yeah, just to numb the pain. Just cover yourself with beer. That's gonna help, I guess. And probably not the solution to your life's problem. But XERXIA will find the solution. They're gonna murder you.
At least you can sleep it off, I guess.
That's nice. That's nice. 22-12.
Nice.
5k gold lead. That probably doesn't feel nice for Polaris. Akashi is still farming. Akashi is still gonna be buffed up by everything. Though he just got the BKB. Might not be the best scenario to go for him right now. Going forward, they do have the Walrus Punch. Nice 4-step there. We'll stay in for a second. Cursed Crown on Jing. Gonna get himself out for the time being. Dusk has a snowball. Guardian Greaves in 3 seconds and the blink. It looks like he's gonna be completely fine. Karma just continues banging on this mid lane tower, and Polaris don't seem like they can engage.
No, they will get very good opportunities to def their high ground, especially with Delina having, of course, the better positioning there. But up until that, I'm not sure how you def these towers with the constant spam from that Kotl coming out. You're going to have to commit, and the last thing you want to do is commit really hard, line up with an Aegis.
You talked about the overgrowth. Did we see a single overgrowth in this game?
I don't think so.
Okay. And TA now has a BKB, level 20 Melt Dispels. It is going to be coming up as well. So that spell, hyped up spell, it doesn't even get used. I don't remember a single overgrowth in this game. Actually, every single time CML comes over, he just dies.
Yep, and now he's going to have missed his window completely.
Bok gonna be slowed down by the trap. There is another one waiting for him. That one will get destroyed. The TA has been disarmed. Nice item from the Kunkka. Having the halberd will definitely help. Kunkka now is gonna be crowned. Nice dispel there coming out, but still the brambles will be there because of the shard. Now there's the overgrowth, but no, it's not gonna be stolen. That's the seed that is going to be stolen by the Rubik. Kunkka taking a lot of damage. Now he's going to pop the BKB. Is it too late? No, it's not. They bring down Karma only the first time. Now threatening there with the Terrorize. Lina will get feared back, but still they don't have their TA. They're going to be having her now. Coming back and destroying Jing. Polaris, they have to bail, but can they? Akashi still has the BKB, has the 4-staff. Looks like he should be fine. Goes to the side. Seems like he's baiting them in. They do have the buyback on the Marcy. Akashi pops the BKB, starts fighting. Let's go. Let's go. You and me. Now, he does have the living armor on himself, but he needs the regen. He needs to be able to lifesteal himself up. Jump in from Jing. He just bought back. He's going to be saving his buddies. Drupi, though, goes for the snowball, and he's going to be surviving because of that one. Jing, he bought back just to be taken out immediately, and now everyone else will follow CML. Nice usage of the overgrowth. Now you get hunted down. No, with the Blink Dagger, he is safe. And in the end, it is only going to be 3 kills for XERXIA. But the big thing is they don't lose a single hero.
Yep, and this Lina, as much as her defensive items are helping her out surviving here, she doesn't actually do enough damage when the entire enemy team is going on hers. They can't focus anybody down.
I'm looking at this Marcy, and I think the Marcy needs to be a sidekick. That's it. Like, literally put the sidekick on the Lina. Nobody cares about your jump in. This Lina needs to be able to lifesteal. And that lifesteal is not to be underestimated. It is 45%. So, this is to me looking like Polaris, they're trying to jump in, but if the Lina is not attacking, none of your spell usages, none of your grabs, they don't do anything.
None of it matters.
Literally. So Polaris are getting out of their base. Are you trying for a pick-off here? Do you want a team fight? Can you even get a team fight?
Without full, but they got some information on Karma, and I guess they are trying to capitalize on the Aegis being down, but they're already getting flanked here. I don't think they have the damage to kill Karma fast enough. Even if they caught him, which they're not doing at the moment.
Even if they caught him, which they're not gonna do, they would still be in a bad spot. So maybe that's the plan. Don't catch Karma. Don't do it, man. Like, it's not ideal. They do have their 8-second BKB on the Coddle as well, so even he's not gonna be easy to take down Mac. He's gonna be fine with the X back. Who has the Yules? It's only the Dark Willow, so I guess that's the only way to break down the X, and still a very tough deal to do.
Counter smoke. XERXIA knows exactly where Polaris is.
Oh, and they're gonna sandwich them from two sides. You have two cores from the other side. The offlaner and the supports are coming in. You need to get out, and Polaris are gonna be fine. Okay, they live. They have good vision on the bottom lane, and they have an idea of what's going on.
That does mean that they're right back to their own side of the map, corralled back into their base, back to waiting on Lina items. So
does have a Crystallis. So next Roche up in a minute. 14,000 gold lead. This to me looks like a perfect TA game, like just to end it when you get the second Roche. That is how it looks.
Yep, and Polaris is trying their best to make sure that that doesn't happen and to get some form of grip on this game. But look at where the positioning is right now for the Radiant. Like this line that they're forming, where Polaris will want to cross, they will want to get vision around that Roche pit, they will want to take their own jungle back, and they just can't. They'll run into Radiant heroes at any place that they go.
It's looking very, very tough currently for Polaris. XERXIA, on the other hand, it seems like a walk in the park. These two games, they looked easy, even though definitely not easy to do. Jing,
no.
He's gonna use the dispose, but you're gonna be the one disposed of in this game. The TA hurts. She hurts quite a lot. Karma is not to be underestimated in this one. His right clicks are so powerful, and Jing just dies in 5 of them. And the fight hasn't ended. They're gonna be going on to the Brewmaster, trying to keep him alive. They're not gonna be happening with the Terrorize, with the Snowball follow-up stun. It is gonna be enough to finish him off, and the damage from XERXIA, well, at this point, no one has anything to say about it. It is just way too high.
Now again, man, Rapido just keeps on going and keeps on forcing reactions. BKB's popped.
Mac, he needs that rum. Where's the rum gun? Well, it is right here, so he's gonna be completely fine. Karma? Okay, doesn't matter. If we can't kill you, we're gonna kill the other ones. The snowball save again, getting them out there onto the creeps. Bombi has the blink dagger and should be able to get out of this one. You cannot get that hit in with the Lina. And now the kickback. They kick Akashi in.
Yeah.
You have run away too long. Rupido, he doesn't have that Aghanim Scepter. He doesn't care, lady or not. And now kicked again. Oh, he brings the Marcy with her as well. She was jumping in at the exact same time, and he is still alive. This game is looking very over. You only need 3 pandas to kill right now. Yeah, some governments might say something about it, so you need to be careful. They don't care. They feel so powerful, and they're gonna destroy them all, endanger them even more, and that should be it. The GG is not being called. Polaris, come out. Rupido is calling you out for a fight, and no one can answer. They're all dead.
Absolutely beautiful. Rupido has been stepping up to the plate here. Wait.
Oh.
Wait, Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have some time to fix that. Start pausing.
I don't wanna instigate any, you know, like
Harry,
bad manners here,
Twitch
but...
chat can do this without you.
Okay. Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you, Twitch chat. You're gonna be helping me there now. The Kunkai is gonna be kicked back. Is gonna be brought down. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. Polaris seems like they are enjoying getting their butts kicked literally by this Tusk.
Oh, but I mean, at this point you gotta enjoy it. Otherwise, there's just literally nothing left for you.
Bok? that as well. Who's gonna be next? It's gonna be Jing. Do we need the kick for him? We're not gonna have it. Rupido still going in with the Kung Fu moves. Let's see, Akashi, you might be next. Snowball gonna be used. Hello,
Oppa.
CML. You are here too. He calls GG. He doesn't like it. Everyone else seems to have enjoyed that. Lina doesn't have a 4-step. Will be going down before the throne falls, and Polaris finally agreed that this game is really out of hand.
And it's hard to think about where it all went wrong, and that feels like such a weird thing to say, because I don't even think Polaris did that much wrong apart from getting caught off guard by this Kotl pick and then XERXIA just executing it perfectly. Like the combination of speed and patience. You were talking about poke, and Kotl is only a poke hero if you position correctly, if you actually make use of that speed to both farm as well as show up for these fights, not do one or the other. And then in these fights, caution your team. We wait. We're gonna whittle them down. Eventually they have to come to us. And they didn't want to play like that. Polaris has the Lina. They're like, okay, we're gonna sit back. You're going to have to commit onto my Lina with your Tusk, with your TA. You're gonna come, right? Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
JG's is now actually we're not, fam. We'll just sit here. You come to us. What you gonna do? You can't initiate. You don't have the lineup for that.
He has it was just a god in this series, not only in this game, like in the previous one as well. His performance was amazing, and I'm pretty sure that he was the one that called out the Kotl in this last game. Seeing that one, as soon as I saw the pick, I was like, yeah, that's a good pick, but I just didn't see it work. I thought this Marcy, this Kunkka are gonna be catching him, that he might not be able to keep his distance, but JG, hands down, was impossible to catch here. He just played so well around what Polaris did, and Polaris, because of that, they were constantly being forced into these preemptive spell usages. Let's put it that way. Because Bok, he uses ulti, runs in, and everyone is just away. No one gets caught.
Yep, and you're just too defensive at that point in your draft. And really the only thing you can do is play up, play forward, see if you can leverage your Lina earlier, but she's forced into so many defensive items. Like she's delayed on her BKB so much because the burst damage is going to come out at her is physical, is BKB piercing with the punch of Rupido as well. So she doesn't have the damage to play up with her either. It's a rock and a hard place.
Yep, definitely is. And you know what's good here for us, Kips, is that XERXIA, they are not done for the day. We are still going to be seeing these amazing boys with this kind of a form. It has just been an honor casting them, and we're going to do it for one more series. It's not going to be against Polaris, obviously. They've already won against them. It is going to be against you, the Wezawan, who are now going to show if they have what it takes to beat XERXIA, who have beat the two main dogs of the current patch. One was the Brood, the other was one was the Lina. They currently look unstoppable. Though what's gonna happen in the next series of the day, Wezawan versus XERXIA, that's coming up, we find out after a short break. So guys, stay with us.